Here is the Beko Bean to Cup coffee machine, the CaffeExperto range. The series is the CE7500 and this particular model is the CEG7304X. So you can use beans, you can use ground coffee, and you can make up to 10 different styles of coffee. It also has the integrated milk jug. I just can't wait to get this open and have a coffee. So let's do that right now. And before we get this unboxed, I would really appreciate it if you consider subscribing to the YouTube channel and like this video. If you've got any questions throughout this video, please leave them in the comment section. So let's start. Let's spin him round under these tabs just here. And see what's inside. So obviously this is very important. Make sure you do register and then you get your 2 years for free. If not, you only need to get a 1-year warranty. Make sure you activate that within 90 days. I have a little overview of the actual coffee machine there. Here is the power cable. It's a rather thick instruction manual for scooping your coffee, for cleaning, I guess. And then this, have a quick look. A little bit of metal that looks like a reset pin and some lime scale remover. It's all packaged very well, got cardboard all the way around the outside and a handy strap to pull it up with. Have a box. This looks like the milk dispenser with the frother just there. And it's got a minimum, maximum adjustable dial. And here it is. Take all the plastic and tape off and have a closer look. This is going to be the water container that sits at the back. So there's a sticker on the top here that says only ground powder is suitable for use. That will be in this section at the front. It looks like the beans go in this part towards the back. So straight out of the box, it looks like a really nice designed coffee maker. I think that would look good on any kitchen worktop. Now, what coffees can you actually make with this coffee maker? I've already said you can make 10 different types of coffees. Well, let's go through them. So you've got your espresso at the top. Then you've got your double, your Americano, ristretto, lungo, latte, macchiato, cappuccino, cafe latte, your flat white, and the last one, the espresso macchiato. Now, if I didn't pronounce them right, please don't judge me. Now, this is quite a large coffee maker, but it's not as big as some that I've seen on the market. So let's measure it and find out the dimensions. So the width, you're looking at 27.6. The depth, you're looking dead on 40 centimeters. And the height is 36.2 centimeters. So let's show you all the way round. You've got the front view, the side view. You can see a little bit here where you can actually pick it up. The back view. So this is your water container. And it looks like the power socket will come out under there. The other side with the carry part there, back to the front. If we just attach the milk part, just push him in there and we'll plug him in. Now let's remove this sticker and turn him on. So we can see the LCD screen and you've got the flashing red icon, which means there's no water in there. So I'm going to fill the water up, put the beans in, and we'll make our first coffee. So you can see I've just filled the water up. We've got a maximum level line up here. The lid just opens like this. So now we've just got to slot it back in to the machine, just like that. Nice and easy. I can hear it actually making a noise. I guess that's loading up the water. You can see the light is not on anymore. So you saw a load of water just come out. I don't know if that's just cleaning out the pipes. I haven't pressed any buttons. All I've done is loaded the water. This LCD screen is really nice and bright as well. Really impressed with that. So what we'll do next, we'll put some beans in. So I've just been up to the shops to get myself some coffee. I've actually got some coffee beans and some ground coffee. And these are from Taylor's of Harrogate. I'm not being sponsored by them. They just look good. Let's move this forward a bit. I take off the lid. You can see where the beans are going to go in. You've also got a grinder and you can change the level of this. So just by moving this bit here, you can see there's a little arrow there. That is pointing at the level we are on. It's about halfway. So that is where we'll use it for now. So let's put them in. Put the lid back on. Got my little coffee cup. Let's put that there and press for espresso. On this first coffee, I'm actually showing it all the way through from me pressing the button to me actually having the drink. I'm doing this so you can actually see the coffee machine in use. And there we go, all pouring out. Now, I haven't sped that process up, so it did take a little while before the coffee came out. So I had to ground the coffee and obviously filter it through into the cup. I've got to tell you, it does smell pretty good. So on that setting, that is all you get from your espresso. Now you can change how much coffee you actually get. So if you wanted more coffee than what was the standard amount coming out of the espresso, you just hold your finger down while it's making the coffee and then you let go and that will be saved in the memory. Now if you wanted to reset that, you would simply hold on to the on-off button and whichever one that you just changed the settings of, so that would be the espresso for us, we'd hold them down and that would be reset to factory default. Now before I do taste it, there was one more thing that I should have showed you. So you can see there's a bean icon here, there's also one there and the scoop there. So this one, if you selected it at the start, that would use the ground coffee section. We wanted the bean to cup, which is this one here. That's how it come on as standard. However, if you selected the one at the bottom, that is the intense bean coffee. So I guess you get more coffee in your cup. So my first taste test of the espresso coffee. That's actually really good. But for me, I need a lot more. So let's try the double. We'll keep it on the standard bean coffee now and we'll click double. Make sure that's lined up. You see it flashes to start with while it's preparing it. You heard that it was grinding up the coffee. It's now brewing it through. Getting it to the right temperature. You now can hear it dispensing the coffee. So you can see it's pouring out twice. So we get double the amount, or I guess you could put 2 cups down. So let's have a taste of this one. Well, that is much, much stronger. By the end of this video, I'm going to be wired. I'm now going to make a cappuccino, so let's fill up the milk dispenser. You can see the eject button there, so I guess we just pull that and pour the milk in. We've got a maximum line just here. And just push that in. Click cappuccino. Okay, so I have sped the process of this up quite a bit, just so you don't have to watch the whole coffee being made. Right, I did that into my jug because I didn't know how much milk was going to come out, and I've only got a smallish cup. That is the perfect amount to pour into there. Look at that. This is always my go-to when I'm out in a coffee shop. Always have a cappuccino. Now that is good. That's really good. It's really smooth. The way it grinds it, it's so much better than a regular coffee. Now what I was going to do is show you every drink being made. That's all 10 of them. I think that's going to take too long for this video. So what I'm going to do is actually make them. I'm going to time them, let you know how long each coffee takes to make. And I'll also show the coffee. But before I do that, can you see this little red float, I guess? The water that comes out of the coffee maker at the start and the end once it's turned off fills up in here, and that will need emptying. So let's have a look at how we would do that. It looks like you would just pull this bit forward. So if we slide the whole thing forward, we can remove this part, and that is full of water. I'll go and empty that in the sink. This section, let me just put it down before I get water everywhere. is full of the used coffee. Again, you could just throw these away. I actually keep used coffee like this for my wife. She's a keen gardener, and this is really good to mix in with your soil for certain plants. So let's just see what else is under here, because I did see these tabs. It looks like you should pull that in. And yeah, this we can clean all up. So this is where coffee gets ground up here, pushed through and filters through. So we'll look at how we clean that a little bit later on. Maybe it's just a rinse under the tap. So I'll just push that back in and go and empty this. So that's all cleaned out now. So let's just slide that back in position and shut the door. I just noticed as I was connecting in the milk dispenser, if it's not in, all the bottom ones fade out. So you can't actually use it because obviously you need the milk. As soon as you click that back in, you know you've got a good connection because those all light up again. A cafe latte, very milky. What I didn't realise until just now is that the milk frother nozzle is actually extendable. So you can actually pull down on that and that will extend quite a way, making the milk go into your cup a lot better. Now, ideally, when you're using this milk frother, you still do want taller glasses, just so it doesn't spray over the top. I didn't realise that at the start. That's why I use the jug when I was doing my cappuccino, but I didn't need to. Just pull that down and it'll go in your cup. Espresso, 44 seconds. A double, 1 minute and 28. Americano, 1 minute and 26. Ristretto, 36 seconds. Nice. What I didn't mention, what I should have done, is you've got a place on top to put your cups to keep them warm. So you put them down like that, and that will heat the inside of the cup. So now, let's do the next one, which is a lungo. A lungo, 1 minute. Espresso, macchiato, 1 minute and 8 seconds. A flat white, 1 minute and 27. Very smooth. A cafe latte, 1 minute and 43 seconds. Cappuccino, my favourite, 1 minute and 28. And lastly, the latte macchiato, 1 minute and 35 seconds. Milky. Now I've tried all the coffees from the coffee bean section. What I wanted to tell you about the ground coffee is that it comes with this scoop, and it is recommended to only put a scoopful in at a time. Don't use that as a storage container. When you use it, put your scoop in. Remember to press the scoop icon, and then it will use this section rather than the beans section. Just so you're aware, when I first turn it on, the water comes out in the cleaning process, and when I turn it off, more water comes out, part of the cleaning process. Now you can stop that from happening if you wanted to. I don't know why you'd want to, but if you did want it to, while it's on, just open it, hold down the power button for 5 seconds, it will beep, and that turns off cleaning mode. But really, don't you want it to be clean? Let it do the auto cleaning mode. Leave that one alone. So what is my conclusion to this coffee machine? Well, if you haven't actually got one at home, or you've got a coffee machine that isn't bean to cup, I suggest you think about purchasing one. I'm really impressed with this. At home, I've actually got a separate bean grinder and a separate coffee machine, so it does make the process a lot longer. You can definitely imagine taking one of these home, pressing one button, and it all being done for me. It's very easy to use. You've got multiple coffees that you can make, all from one machine. It's going to heat your cups up. It's not going to take up too much space on your worktop. And if you are interested in one, I have put a link in the description of this video. Now, if I haven't explained anything in detail that you want me to, just let me know in the comments and I'll do a video just for you. And please, if you haven't done so already, please do consider subscribing to this YouTube channel. And if you'd like to watch another video, I'll put the link just up there.